Oh, look, Albertans, yet another thing we were all warned about before Rachel Notley was elected has actually come true. This time, philanthropic, charitable donations and corporate sponsorships have all but dried up in Alberta as our economy has worsened under the listless direction of this hapless and perpetually incompetent NDP government. I mean, who could have possibly foreseen all this? Who had the crystal ball? Oh, I don't know. How about the business leaders of Alberta way back in May 2015? Literally days, just days, before Rachel Notley was elected in that protest vote. Do you remember when businessmen held a meeting to endorse the PCs? I do. The businessmen warned that increased corporate tax and the NDP's unfriendly business policies would have a chilling effect on their bottom line and thus limit their ability to make donations to local hospitals and charities. Ashif Mauji, CEO of NPO0, made the case at the time. He said, if there is no bottom line, there's no money that goes to charities. We all make donations to charities. There is no more excellence at the Stollery, as an example, or great programs at the university. There's all those things that business contribute to. So it's an important ingredient, and we all can't forget that. And predictably, at the time, of course, the left lost their minds. They accused the businessmen of blackmailing Albertans into voting Conservative, blackmailing them with their own money. They even had a hashtag where they accused the businessmen of holding Albertans hostage, again with their own money. They said none of the businessmen's predictions would ever possibly come true. In fact, Rachel Notley, NDP candidate, not premier, when she was campaigning, said in an interview that she didn't believe Albertans are going to take terribly kindly to being threatened by people around how they should vote and where they should put their political choices. And then she said in another interview, I don't know that that was a terribly helpful message to deliver to the majority of Alberta voters, that one would sort of leverage the health of kids for votes for a certain party. But here we are, a little under 2 years later, and the businessmen were absolutely right. Corporate sponsorships have dried up at the Calgary Stampede Chuckwagon Tarp Sale. The theatre groups, like the Alberta Theatre Projects, those artsy NDP types, have seen their corporate sponsorships disappear, also dropping 77%. Even the Salvation Army Kettle campaign took a serious hit this past Christmas. So, like so much of everything, Rachel Notley was just plain wrong. And time proved the businessmen right. And we all owe Rachel Notley a big, fat I told you so. For the Rebel.media, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid. Want to learn more about Rachel Notley and the NDP? Get my book, The Destroyers, Rachel Notley and the NDP's War on Alberta. Go to thedestroyers.ca and get your copy.